Not in the big C today. Friday. I was wanting to be out here yesterday, but I had my 3-monthly pain management doctor appointment. But I've already picked up them 3 pieces this morning. That one was showing pretty easy. The other 2 were jukes out of the dirt. But out here covering what was the big puddle first. And this broken Smetley Melville is what I think it more is. May have been an Etley. Just laying right out here like a big easy. Thank you, Great Spirit, for all the finds. I appreciate them all. Especially after someone's done been in my spot walking around. And I wouldn't get so aggravated about it, but I'm the only one that has verbal permission. And plus I had to work on that. I even had to get written permission or do a insurance waiver with these guys just because their insurance is so tough. I used to be able to drive in here, and the insurance changed it where they can't have non-employees driving on gated property. So I was told I can walk in all I want. As long as I ain't got a gun and a stick, I can be out here all I want. But I'm the only person. And I mean, I've had to work with these people to get that way. And I forgot my cotton and tape today, so I'm trying to avoid the wind. There's 2 deer down there playing at the end of the field, but these rugged cameras are off on digital zoom. I doubt you'll ever get to see them. But just come across what we always look for. And it's got a couple chigger bites on it. Looks like an apple creek missing the ears. A little corner of the base there, but I don't care. Still nice enough. Had to pull a homie out for the shot of this one. Say hello, Homer. Duh. Nice one. Thank you, Great Spirit. I appreciate all the finds. Looks like that ear's worked that way. That one was definitely knocked off. A little fresh chigger bite off the base. Nice. Pull homie out the dirt. Drop him back in the bag. We'll put this one in the bag. Fold her up nicely. Put her in the pouch. Oh! And here's our blackberries. They're just now starting to turn. He's probably still a little tart. But boy, are they good. Oh man, here's some nice fat looking ones over here. Yeah, baby. Like that spider web off there. Even though they're hot from the sun, they're still good. Won't be long. They'll be all right. I can go pick a couple buckets full. I got some spots off some gravel roads. I had them 2 right by the road. You ain't gotta hardly get out of your car sometimes. You just put the bucket out the window and shake the branch. Boy, and they're just so thick in here. Man, are they thick in here. Boy, I love blackberries. Love them, love them, love them, love them. Second best to strawberries. Or blueberries. Well, I'm gonna get out here in field 4, see if we can find anything, and then I'm out of here. I'm hot. I'm beat to death. Time for an extra pain pill. a shower and laying back on the couch. Oh boy, what a day. It's hot. I'm ready to be done. And I got tons of field that could be walked. All I hope is it rains in the next week really good, hard, one more time, for this corn gets up to knee high. I don't mind a little knee high walking, but once it gets waist high, I'm done with it. Well, let's see if we can find something before we get out of here. Always stop on the way in, the way out at the elm tree overhang. Lots of dirt. I mean, there's 2 foot of dirt, if not 4 foot of dirt along that wall. Needs bucketed and sifted out, but we'll stop here for a little break. On the way out, and on the way in or on the way out, I was sitting there on that rock, and I looked behind me, and look what was laying right there. Just probably fell out of the wall on its own. Last time, Devin dug a little Hopewell point out of right there. It was not too far. Unless someone was down here stretching around and missed it. But I'll take it. Thank you, Great Spirit. Need to get in here and get all this loose dirt that's fell in bucketed and sifted out, but that's too much. That sifting, that's hard work on me. That kills me. I can sit in a hole and scratch, but boy, carrying them buckets of dirt and doing that kind of stuff puts a bad hurting on me. But we'll be back here one day. It's one thing about these arrowheads and this dirt, they ain't going nowhere. And we've got that huge rock and that huge rock that have got to be moved out. Boomer done moved one. Probably gonna have to have 3 men here to move this one out. Boomer and Terry and Jay. They're pretty 3 strong boys. You put the 3 of them together. I mean, each one's pretty strong themselves, but I'm ready to get to the car, some AC, and something cold to drink. Oh, and then home, 'cause I hurt like hell. Well, here's a little home cleanup. Usually I do this by tripod, but I'm just flying it with my hand. But here was my best piece I found. Little Apple Creek. Had that ear knocked off, but that ear sharpened down. A little trigger bite on the base, but still some pretty cool mosaic. And then I had a few more full finds than I actually thought. I had this adze here, which I think it's just like barely missing a little bit there. But, boy, if you can see the polish on that, baby. This whole upper end is just baby butt smooth. I mean, polished. You can even see the polish on this edge of it right here. It kind of becomes unpolished there down, but some awesome material. And then had this little scraper tool, Dealy Whopper do. Some good color to it, kind of uniface on the other side, but got that edge there flaked out pretty hard. Then they lighten up on the flaking as they come up to this end here. Looks like it may have had something that had an impact break. It's hard to tell if that's a nick off of it or if that's how it was made. And then actually I thought this was a broken tip. And you can see all the polish on it too. And get the light, didn't hit it just right. But this end here is all notched all through there. Maybe a little trigger bite space right there at that hinge or something. But I mean, I didn't notice it, but that's a piece of outer core right there, which is what they do at so many ads. It always has a, not them all, but a lot have a flat tip left with outer core. And then this was actually the first piece I found. It's a shame it was broke. Would have been still a little piece. Broken dicks in. Some kind of big tip of a oolitic tool. Looks like sugar quartz, but it's oolitic material. I done glassed it out. A great big old tip off some tool I found. Another tip off of a tool or probably a point, I'd say, with the size and thickness of it. This was definitely a chunk of a tool, a blade or something. Always like it when I find these little guys that's got one ear just wanting to hang on. And then this guy, shame he's just all busted to heck. And look how much ear was still missing. Come on, focus in for the folks. That ear drooped down and pointed inwards more, with that being a straight up basal notch. Base knocked off there. This whole side of the face freeze popped apart. Who knows what. But this comes from where we find a lot of the broken calf creeks, and I found that almost full one. So it's hard to say when they're that broken up what they really are. And then that little surprise at the end, stopping at the elm tree overhang for a break, sit down, look behind me, and that's laying right there in the dirt. Oh, and my bullet. Can't forget my bullet. Oh, and that knife, I knew that green had to be brass. I hit it with the file a couple of times. No telling how old that is. Makes me wonder if them bullets all come from the same age, because found a couple other pocket knives out there before. I mean, you can tell that steel's been there a long time, but I don't really know when they started making pocket knives with these type of ends, and this would have had 4 pins running through it. So rusted and corroded in there. And thanks for coming along. Thanks for your views. Thanks for your comments. Those of you who are my friends, it's you guys that rock. I'm honored every day by your friendship. Thank you very much for being there.